All right, just a video?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically I'm gonna explain to you the window itself. So the window itself is our premier line from Simonton. Simonton just got bought out about 6 months ago from Plygium, which makes them the largest manufacturer for custom vinyl windows and doors. Now, we are, there are only two companies, there's only one other company that was in business, but they're no longer in business anymore, that can offer this specific window. This is the Madeira line. We have exclusivity with them. The way it works is, what I'd like to talk to you first about is the frame, and then the installation and some of the hardware. So the frame itself is virgin vinyl, unrecycled vinyl. It will never discolor. It's fusion welded, and has a 3-dimension architectural frame that protrudes out. So it's really, really nice. This is the flange, and so it's gonna sit right above your stucco, and it's gonna be sealed up over here. So as you can see here, you have a beautiful mesh screen over here, and it's woven. And it's also puncture resistant, so basically cats can't, they get on it, you can just quickly move it and it goes back to its original state. What I like really, really about this is that you can actually take the screen out and very, very easily put it back in, which again, very, very simply pull back in, but at least allows this to fit directly in. It's a full screen. So just for the presentation, I'll just take this out for now, just to show you the screen itself. So, in the frame itself, just so you understand how this is, you have weep holes, okay? These weep holes, all windows have them, and the purpose of the weep holes is that when water gets in, it needs to properly drain. What most window manufacturers do not tell you, and you can actually look at the warranty on the back side of the warranties, they actually do not cover the weep holes. Why? Because water will get clogged up, and it will, unfortunately, what will happen is that it'll get clogged up, mold will build in there, and then you'll have a mold problem in your windows. So that will actually ruin the windows itself. What Simonton engineered is a proper drainage system, which it actually flows the water properly down, has a mesh foam here, and so the water can get out, but insects cannot get through. Pretty amazing, right? So let's talk about the actual window itself. So first off, the glass itself. So the glass is, and I always touch their glass because 99% of the times they have 1/16 of an inch. And I have them touch it. So do you hear how thin that is? This is 1/8 of an inch thick, double strength glass. Now you have 1 pane, 2 pane. This window itself is 4 times the strength of the window that you have right now, from security standpoint, and in terms of efficiency standpoint. Now, in between the 2 panes, you have what's called argon gas. Are you familiar with argon gas?
No.
Okay, so argon gas is a clear gas they pump in, and what it does, the sash, this is called the sash, guys, just so you know, this is a sash. The sash itself is sealed with butyl rubber, okay?
What kind of rubber?
Butyl rubber, which is space-aged material. Space-aged butyl rubber, and it's pumped in. The argon gas allows for the heat to not transfer through, and it helps with noise cancellation. Now, the glass itself, there's 3 types of levels of efficiency. You have low E, low E3, and low E366. Low E366 is the highest efficiency. If you go to Home Depot, a lot of companies that they offer windows, they're just beating the bare minimum of Title 24, which is just low E glass. It's efficient, but it's not even close to as efficient as it could be. This is low E366, the highest efficiency on the market. Now, as you can see, this has a very, very clear glass, right? What allows this glass to be completely flat is SpectraClear, which is basically an added material that we do. Is we basically, if you look at glass on a microscopic level, it's extremely porous, right? And being that it's extremely porous, what it does is we bake a flat film onto it, okay? And very, very simply, when we bake the flat film, water does not even stick to it. It just kind of falls right off. And that's what allows the glass to be completely flat. So it has it's self-cleaning technology is what the so I don't know who does the window cleaning if you guys do it, but whoever's doing it is gonna have a lot easier of a job because it's very easy to clean. Okay, so that's everything that you see in the front of the window. Okay, now let's talk about some of the hardware and the functionality of the window itself. So if you can just come over here, Mrs. Gabriel, you could just maybe here. So you can actually just see here how easy it is if you want to just kind of see, just so, right, it's pretty simple to ease up. As you can see here, everything kind of stays, right? And because it has a spring-loaded coil system, okay? Unlike a measuring tape, they have a plastic coil system. So if you've had a measuring tape, eventually it kind of breaks down because it's on a plastic. This is a spring-loaded coil system, and the spring-loaded allows it that it will never fail. But what's really neat about this is right now you have what's called is a single hung window, which basically this one doesn't move, this one goes up. With this window, you have what's called a double hung window. So you have really functionality on both sashes, which allows cross ventilation from, if wind is blowing one way, you still get the ventilation on both sides. One of my favorite features. But really my favorite feature, and I only, by the way, very important for the video, I show them this, but I only say this if we're able to actually go ahead and do, right? If we're able to go ahead and do, you guys listening, guys? Video. We're only able to do this in the event that they have a double hung window, and it's possible. So what I always say is, like, I love to show you this, it's called a tilt feature. It's really amazing. But the window goes out, and the window goes out here. So you're actually able to have full, right? Just be careful when you do this, because sometimes this one's will not. So you're able to clean the window and have full ventilation. And also in case of a fire, you're able to pull that sash out if needed, which allows for security purposes and all that. Okay, now, in terms of the locking capabilities and the security features, so if you think about it, you have a steel iron, right, over here, reinforced by stainless steel, and it's a cam lock. So what the cam lock is, it's very interesting. Everything interlocks, as you can see over here. Everything interlocks. In addition to that, normally you would have to do a full 90-degree lock. Here, you can even do 30 or 60, and it's fully locked, right? One of my favorite parts is the night latches. So in the summertime, we like to keep the windows open, right? But we still want to have that feeling of security. So what Simonton engineered are these Lexan night latches. Lexan is still the same material that is very durable, the same as the football helmets, right? And you can actually see here that you can have full ventilation from either side or both sides, right? With still having the security feature, okay? Last few things I'll tell you is that you do have weather stripping. So part of the draft and the dust getting in and all that is because when the windows are closed, there isn't a seal of the draft from the weather stripping. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of weather stripping. Okay, so again, this window itself is for the long haul. It's a double transferable lifetime warranty, and it covers literally everything under the sun. When I say everything, I mean everything, including accidental glass breakage. This is very important. Accidental glass breakage. For security purposes, you cannot break this on the outside, even if by using a wrench. But from the inside, on impact, you can break it one time. So if you throw a ball or whatever, and that's for a security purpose. So, but it covers everything. So any discoloration of the vinyl, which doesn't, because we are 97% virgin vinyl, 3% titanium dioxide. The glass, the argon gas, if it ever depletes, we cover that as well. We cover the hardware, the Lexan, the night latches, every single thing. Like I said, Iron Sun, double transferable lifetime warranty. And that's what makes this one of the best windows that's on the market today, and most cost effective as well. So I'm going to show you a few pictures, but before I do so, what I actually want to show you, and then I'll actually show them the heat, right? The heat, right? I'll show you the heat. And then I'm going to send you a picture of the accidental glass breakage, and that's the window start to finish, okay?
Perfect.
Great.